Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory. Seek good and not evil, so that you may live, and the Lord will be with you. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory. The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. John. At that time, Jesus left Samaria for Galilee, for Jesus himself testified that a prophet has no honor in his native place. When he came into Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, since they had seen all he had done in Jerusalem at the feast, for they themselves had gone to the feast. Then he returned to Cana in Galilee, where he had made the water wine. Now there was a royal official whose son was ill in Capernaum. And when he heard that Jesus had arrived in Galilee from Judea, he went to him and asked him to come down and heal his son who was near death. Jesus said to him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will not believe." The royal official said to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Jesus said to him, "You may go, your son will live." The man believed what Jesus said to him and left. While the man was on his way back, his slaves met him and told him that his boy would live. He asked them when he began to recover. They told him, "The fever left him yesterday about 1 p.m. The father realized that just at that time Jesus had said to him, "Your son will live." And he and his whole household came to believe. Now this was the second sign Jesus did when he came to Galilee from Judea. The Gospel of the Lord. I think one of the lessons that every one of us at some point in our lives have to learn is, what is it that gives us life? I can tell you that, when I was a young guy, I tried to fill that hole in the soul with all kinds of stuff that satisfied for a moment. But it's like the new car. After 3 days in the driveway, it's just another car. And it doesn't do for you what you thought it was going to do. And so one of the things that I was focused on this morning when I was praying with the scriptures was this line that said that the royal official came to Jesus. He came to Jesus. He came for one thing. He came for one thing. And when he left with something different. He came for one thing, and when he left with something different. And so as we grow in our faith, as I said yesterday, the answer to the mystery of iniquity is the mystery of faith. And so as we grow in our faith, we come to Jesus. We come to Jesus. But in truth, I think sometimes we have to ask ourselves, how often do we come to Jesus, and for what reasons do we come to Christ? There are those people who come to church every Sunday. And you can come to church every Sunday, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you've come to Christ. And so what is it that gives me life? What is it that satisfies? What is it that fills that hole in the soul, so to speak? That's the lesson here for all of us. We come to Jesus for one thing, but as we grow in our faith, we leave with something else.